Hello there, it's Christine. How y'all doing today? Well, this is recorded, but I'll be putting it on YouTube as quick as I can. Okay, well, it's lovely because it's Sunday, and I love my Sundays to really unwind because I had a really, I wouldn't say crazy week, I wouldn't say hard week. I've had an interesting, eye-opening week. How's that? And now that it's Sunday, summing up my week. Okay, it's day one. Oh shoot, guys, I cannot remember what day it is for my everyday journey. That's my brain today because it's on a Sunday mode, okay? But I know it's April April 20 April 29th, right? Well, I guess I was thinking because my young niece has her little son is now 4 months old, so I think that's awesome, guys. I think that's truly awesome. So give me a second here while I check to make sure I'm giving. I have my cell phone so I can always check it, right? Go to my feet. I don't know why I'm forgetting my days, but I get into this interesting mode on Sunday where I just basically do my thing, right? Yeah, yeah. Today is day 147, day 147 of my everyday journey, April 29th. Whoa, 2 more days and it's going to be May 1st, and I think that's beautiful. Actually, our weather's been pretty good when you think about it. But as I was continuing on, as I was a little bit distracted because I forgot what day it is. And let me turn off the TV because you can't be yapping with the TV on, right? So TV gets shut off for a bit because that's the way it should be, right? Especially when you're having a little chat with people. Correct? I'm going to sit down for a second and maybe show our little kitty cat because we're going to have, it's kind of like a fun Sunday, April 29th, wouldn't you say? Why I'm saying that is because I sometimes like to take one of my everyday journeys is not so damn serious. But I will tell you this. This was an interesting week. I'm summing it up. Where I've had I went through some lows. I screwed up a little bit financially, made some mistakes online. But it was an interesting week. It was an eye-opening week. It was a week of learning and understanding. So I made, you suffer a little bit when you make hard mistakes. But you grow from your suffering. You understand the mistakes you made and you grow from it, guys. This is what I want to tell you. And yes, I got a bit of a, shall we say, a pimple on my nose, so you're going to see me a little bit red nose. But hey, that's the way it is. Trying to get my light in order here, so trying to do my lives. But I'm also experimenting. This week was an interesting week to experiment and doing my lives in a better way. Like I went outside with my cell phone, but for some reason my cell phone wouldn't cooperate. So I couldn't come back and, or maybe what I have to do is tape outside, do a small taping outside, and then come back. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I was just going like a quick little 5-minute live. I was going to just do 5 minutes, and then I was going to put it on the computer, but I was going to put it on my YouTube, but it didn't work out. But you know what? I learned from that. I will figure things out. And I also figured out my finances a bit better. I figured something out, guys. I'm proud of myself for that. My young friend came for a visit today with her little boy, which is kind of wonderful. I'm hoping to do one of my everyday journeys with the little guy here, so you can see how beautiful my friend is and her sweet little boy. But I haven't done that yet because, well, I want to ask her first if she doesn't mind, because when there's anybody else besides me on my live, well, Masood, sometimes he gets a little pissed off. He doesn't like to always be on my lives, guys. So that's why you very rarely see him. You also see me, and of course my kitty cat doesn't mind because she's playing. Actually, I got all her funny little boxes and toys and stuff right by the window here, so she can have fun. So that's what I mean. This was a very interesting week. It wasn't a terrible week for me. It was an eye-opening, understanding week to understand who I am as a person. And I did something today because I remember when somebody was talking about when all of a sudden fear and lows set in, what you can do. So this is what I did today. I was having a shower and all of a sudden really fear and doubt hit me really hard. And I was just about to cry. But you know what I did? I sat down because I have a shower seat in my shower. I sat down. I have a handheld shower thing, and I put that against my chest to breathe, sort of hit me nice and warm on my chest and I took deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. I kept doing it for about 10 or 15 really good meditation deep breaths. And then I said to myself, I said in my mind, I said, yes, my fear and doubt, I welcome you for a little bit. I understand you have to be here to help me out. But You're welcome here, but I don't want you staying too long. Goodbye. And then I went into my favorite little place. It's kind of like a meditative state I go through, where I just sort of it's like throwing pebbles of fear and doubt out into a sea, getting rid of it. And this is kind of my little meditation state. And I did it for about 5 minutes. Just quick little meditation in my shower, quietly sitting down and doing it. And the fear subsided. The doubt subsided. Because I think it was because of the week I put myself through. So I don't consider it was a bad week. I don't consider it was, oh my God, my week was terrible. Oh, it was a learning week. A week of understanding what was going on with me. A week that I have financial limitations. And that there's always a new day, which is awesome. And this is what I learned this week. I had a more of an eye-opening week, understanding. So that's why I say I sum up my Sunday as when I tell you my week was very interesting. And it wasn't a bad week. It was a week of learning. And also I learned something new as well, which is techie, which is kind of cool. I learned something techie, which is interesting. I'm still learning about that techie thing, but it's cool. And I go on, and it's like an hour a day I go on this particular system, and I'm learning it more. So that's kind of cool. So I'm glad, actually, I paid for that. I have 6 months of the system, and I'm going to use it. So that's cool. And then my friend was talking to me, and whatever problems I have for next month, when my bill comes in May, I will deal with it in May. But meanwhile, I just remembered I have limitations in what I spend, and I basically gave myself a budget for the week, and I've written it down, and this is the budget I must stick to every day, every week. And I'm going to be doing it maybe, if I'm going to go do some food shopping, I'm going to do it maybe on a Wednesday or Thursday, and it has to be a certain amount of money, and that's all. So I'm going to try to stay away from one card, find a way to pay that off, and then use the other card for a bit, because I have a certain amount of money I'm allowed to spend. So, because I made a mistake last month, I misunderstood what he said, so as a result I screwed up. That's what happened, and I put myself emotionally through hell, as I always do. I came out of it not too bad, because it's Sunday, I'm summing up the week, but I learned some new things. I understand some new stuff. I understand my limitations more. It's going to be hard, but this one bill will be paid off eventually if I don't use it. And I'm determined not to barely use it. So if I do have to put some money towards it, it'll just be a small amount every month. Like, he'll give me a small amount for it every month. But if I overdo a certain amount of money, he won't help me pay for it. So that's what I'm saying. It's a hard thing for me. when I was young, and I had my son, I was very good with my money, because I never had a credit card. I didn't get a credit card till I was 49. That's the very first day I had a credit card. So I didn't have a credit card till I was 49 years old, right? So I've had credit for 10 years. And I haven't been very good with my credit. I was actually pretty good for the first 2-3 years. No, I was only good for a year. And then when I hit 50 and I got the cancer, I had problems. I was spending, I was sick, I was not well. I went a little bonkers, and that's when I screwed up. So this is what happened to me. But before I was 49, I was actually very good with my money. I would save it, and I was very frugal. I was very good, because I had my son when he was a teenager, and when I grew up with my son, and I was very frugal, because I lived with my ex, who was really worse than me with money. And he had credit cards and stuff, but I didn't want one in my name, right? So I chose to use cash, and I would, those days you didn't really have the computer to do stuff, right? And I had a debit card and stuff like that when I was in my late 30s. And I was very good with it. I actually was very frugal, kept money in the bank, was understood. But when I got sick with cancer 10 years ago, guys, I kind of threw caution to the wind, and I was not well. So I would spend money here, I spend money there, and I was very, very reckless with my credit card. And even though this credit card I still have to this day, I realized I had made a mistake, because I screwed up another credit, and now I have a bad debt that who knows if it'll ever be paid off. So you see, you learn from your mistakes. And I really want to find a way emotionally to get through it. I had a couple of bad days, but I got through it, because I know if I'm emotionally better, you get through things better. And I didn't handle it as well as I'd like to, even though I did my meditations. I try my best not to be in tears. But sometimes when I get angry with myself and I know I make a bad mistake, I have a tendency to get really emotional, guys. And this is what happened. So as I sum up this past week, it's been an eye-opening week, a week of understanding more. I'm still learning about financial limitations, and it might be another few months down the road till I get better at it, and I will get better at it. And that's okay, because there's limitations. There's limitations to certain things in life, but other things in life is limitless. Learning is limitless. And I guess you'd say everything in life can be limitless, but if you have to learn certain things and you have to understand, I guess you'd say if you don't have a lot of money to spend, there are limitations. That's a limitation. If you want to learn, sky's the limit. Limitless. So much out there to learn and understand. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. I don't consider this a bad week. I consider it a week of understanding and learning. And that's what I'm talking about. I evolved a bit this week. I learned quite a bit this week. I understood some stuff this week. So I don't consider it. I sum up my week of learning and understanding, getting through the week the best I could. Now it's a new week. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is Monday, a new day. And tomorrow is actually day 148, getting close to 150. Woo! 150 of these suckers. Ooh, man, awesome. And that's what I want to talk about today. I summed up my week. It was a learning, eye-opening week, but it was an excellent week regardless. And that's what I want to tell you guys. Don't make one mistake you make during the whole week. Say, oh, I had a bad week. It was terrible. Things went wrong. Because I think things happen for a purpose in life. To teach you, for you to learn. And when mistakes are made, you grow from your mistakes, as I am learning. And that's okay, because that means one thing, that you're actually growing too, when you're understanding why you made these mistakes and you're growing from them and you're learning from them and you become more successful from these mistakes, right? And I will be. I'm going to be more successful. I have an affirmation and I say, I am positive. I am going to be a success. I am strong in body and mind. I am smart. I'm creative. I'm able. And I'm beautiful, as you all are out there beautiful too. So that's what I want to say. I summed up my week on this beautiful day, day 147, April 29th. Whoa. Well, that's all for me. I'm going to carry on with my day, enjoying this beautiful day. I have a slight headache too, because I've been up too late, and I'm learning that today I'm not going to be up too late. It's just that I do certain things online, and it can take me a while, but that's the price you pay when you work online. But I want to be a success at that too, so I'm really working hard at that. But it can take a toll on you a little bit, so I can stay in the dungeon. But tomorrow it's supposed to be a nice day, so I'm going out tomorrow and enjoying the day tomorrow. So I might make this quicker tomorrow, shorter, so I can get out and enjoy my day tomorrow. But that's not till tomorrow. Today is still here. Still got quite a few hours left in this day. So I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this on this day of summing up my week. And I'll see you tomorrow on day 148. Subscribe. I'd love to have some more subscribers. Let's get people to know me better. And if any of you are enjoying this and you want to tell people more about what I'm talking about each day, share me. Share my YouTube. I would love people to share. Well, like I always like to say, and I'm going to keep saying it, make today a great day in your everyday journey, because it is a great day if you make it a great day. To you all. Bye. See you tomorrow on day 148. Bye.